Yeah. No.
Okay.
But that's funny. That's hella funny.
Hi, Kaya. I see you here, Kaya. Water ambassadors, youth water ambassadors in the building.
Yeah.
In the cyber building.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So we're going to get started in just a couple more minutes. Very excited for the folks who are on here. We can't get your video, but again, feel free to use the chat feature, ask questions, interact. And you can also use the raise your hand feature and just get called on and be a part of this. Couple more minutes here, turn the music back up.
So in order for me to show people's videos, I believe they have to, I have to make them a co-host.
I think it's good. I think it's I don't think that's necessary.
Mm-hmm. So
whenever you're ready to intro us, I'll turn the music down and we can get it started.
Well, good morning. Let's see.
All right, where we at? We ready to get down with this thing?
Good afternoon. Welcome to Healthy Black Families Thirsty for Change program, Shop Smart, Eat Healthy, featuring Chef Hunia and Chef Kana. Thank you for joining us. You have pre-registered, which means you will receive a survey, and we will be in touch with you for the raffle for the gift card, and we thank you for joining us. This program is sponsored by Healthy Berkeley. Healthy Berkeley is funded through the general fund, through funds that come through Measure D, which is the Berkeley soda tax. And we want you to know where your money is going for community education, for training our youth and community members, for spreading the word about the health impacts of big soda. Thanks for joining us. See y'all later.
Yay.
Thank you, Mama. One more thing.
Yeah, one more thing. We are on Facebook Live. We really encourage you to share this on Facebook, to tweet, text, post, and bring folks in. Bye, Kana. Bye, Chef Hunia.
Okay, see you later.
Thank you.
A little bit.
Yeah, we can see you, we can hear you. Thank you, Mama Ayana, for that intro. Thank you for all the work that you do at Healthy Black Families. Definite big ups to Healthy Black Families in South Berkeley, but holding it down with programming throughout Berkeley and Oakland.
And the Bay Area.
Specifically East Oakland. And so this program is so important because folks like myself and Chef Hunia that's been doing this work in our communities for quite some time have an opportunity now to come to you and share with you and have you share with us and build our conversation around healthy eating. So Chef Hunia, can you just introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about what's going on with Hunia's Kitchen right
now. Yay. So, I'm Chef Hunia, and I'm so honored to be here with you all, as always. I'm just like the work that we do is so important, and doing our part to reduce the state of affairs in our communities, I have been on this journey for a minute, being an advocate for our community and reducing chronic diseases, So right now I am enjoying the pause, right? I'm enjoying this world pause and just rethinking my drink, so to speak, and examining, like, how to expand what I'm up to. Um, I'm deepening my relationships with other chefs and looking at other partnerships and organizations that I want to be a part of. Because what I do know is that the way things used to be is no more. And there's an opportunity for us to be a part of change in a positive way. The circumstances and the conditions may look like we're headed for disaster, but I know that I just don't believe that. I believe that we um, are a part of making a huge difference in our communities and communities around the world. And so right now, I'm just working on my curriculum. I'm expanding my courses online. I'm looking for opportunities to collaborate with other folks such as you, Kana, as we, do this thing bigger and better than we've ever done it before. This is our opportunity. This is our chance to re-examine, to take up new hobbies, the things that we've been wanting to do for a long time. So I got a lot of stuff, in my apron pocket, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm, working it all out. So yeah, I'm getting ready for 2021,
Right.
Yes.
That's up. I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
So for Healing Kitchen, we have somewhat paused, particularly around our catering. And folks know we were at the South Berkeley Farmers Market mostly last year and the beginning of this year. And now the big push is around meal prep and meal delivery. So getting information out there to folks around how to prep healthy meals for your families and for yourself, for essential workers, teaching children and young people how to get involved in that prep process, because, sometimes our elders don't know the best ways for us. And so the younger we can get into understanding our own health and what's right for ourselves, the more we can self-determine. And then delivering these meals as well. So it's cool.
That's awesome. I appreciate that, kind of. I'm a strong advocate in preparing the youth. I raised my children vegetarian, and it's the best thing I ever did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, because they are 27 and 30, and it's amazing because I'm only like 40, but that's another story. But
How you do that?
But teaching the youth is very, very pivotal, because that means we get to affect generations, right? Mm-hmm. Because usually what happens is, depending upon the receptiveness of the parents and grandparents and all of that, when they make that change, it affects everything. Because
right.
young people,
right.
they end up running the house. You know what I'm saying? When they get something on their mind, it's a done deal.
Right. And so for me, just going shopping with my mom, going shopping and just seeing, how do you budget? How do you project forward? How do, the different things that she would buy us. And we didn't have a whole lot of processed food. One, it was more expensive. And two, you don't eat all of that. So we had, a couple little things here and there that, we were all excited about and things like that. But for the most part, we got the staples. And I know that that's what you do and that's what you teach. And that's what folks are here for. Everyone kind of grew up a little different. Some people didn't get a chance to go. Some people, was only got the basics. And then when they became adults and was like, well, I'm getting everything I didn't get, Right. So it's always a relearning experience. And so one of the topics we believe is really of this time regarding shopping is why it's so important to bring a shopping list, always, but especially now with COVID and shelter in place. So I'm about to call you Mama, Sister Chef. Mama, Sister Chef.
They call me Mama Hunia. It's all good. As long as you put something in front of my name, I'm old school like that. You just
right. Just put some respect on it. Yeah.
So yeah,
So, Chef Hunia, please just break down for us like your experience around going grocery shopping without a list, and why you think it's so important right now for
right.
folks.
So especially right now, the list is important because you need to get in and get out. As y'all know, I'm the queen of long walks along the grocery store aisles.
Right. We know you.
I love an exaggerated shopping experience, but because of what's happening now and people, being in a different space around being close up and all of that, and just because there's so many things we don't know, you just get in and get out, right? And also the list also helps you with staying in your budget, right? So there's two things that go hand in hand for me when shopping: making sure that you have your list and making sure that you're not hungry. Because those two things will mess up your budget big time, right? Because that stomach will guide and direct you. You look at me, you get up to the register and you're liable to be embarrassed if you didn't come prepared, right?
Amen.
so I always recommend especially when we doing the shopping tours in person, let's get it out the way, come a little early, get your little snack, get that out the way so that, we don't allow the stomach to dictate and redirect our list and F up our budget, right? And the list just helps you stay focused. Focus and discipline are just the cornerstones of any experience that we're trying to do,
Right.
So, yeah.
And it still happens to us as chefs and caterers and food people. We're kind of like professional shoppers, and so we know how to shop very quickly at times, very efficiently, on a budget, all that kind of, I know you being a mothers are also professional, shoppers to an extent as well, right? And so even we slip up. I'll go into the store and I was like, I have three things, but I didn't write those three things down. And it just keeps you structured. You just like, wait, as soon as you see things, and I was writing an article last week about this, saying these stores are designed, literally, they're in the business of making you feel like you need what you do not need. Everything.
FOMO is real in the grocery store. You're like, ooh, I need that. Ooh, I need that. And and they got it structured now that as you walk in the checkout, there go that chocolate. There go that.
You see, my stuff is like, it's still healthy, but it's still stuff that I don't need.
Exactly.
I come back and I'm just like, all right, well, okay. I guess I got 3 more of those now.
Yeah, and my son loves when that happens to me. He was like, "Mom, you got some extras?" Yep, come on.
Right.
Yep, come on. It's all good.
Right. And then the other thing about it too is just keeping in consideration that there is a whole line out there. It's not the same shopping experience that Mama Hunia was used to experience. Not that same, leisurely shopping. You need to go with something on your mind, with some pace and understanding and knowing, one, you're putting yourself at less risk by coming in and getting what you need and getting out. Absolutely. And 2, you're allowing other people to do the same. So this is just one of the topics, and we're gonna get back to this a little bit more when we kind of get on.
I gotta share this one thing though. Speaking about lines, I was in Berkeley Bowl about a week ago, and this guy had the nerve to be selling his place in line.
Yep.
I was like, really?
Yep. Really? I would have bought it too.
Man, he was like $5, and because he was like, second or third, and so he just kept, rotating himself back a little bit more until, nobody was buying it. Finally, Berkeley Bowl was like, you can't do that, dude. Get out the line. And then he was like, so you got toilet paper? So he went there and bought hella toilet paper. I was like, wow. So he's probably gonna,
Hey, everyone has to get it in this global economic crisis as well. You feel me?
Real.
So Actually, Mama Yana, I hope you're on the line. If you can see Kaya's picture, because we are going to transition. We are very excited to welcome Kaya on here as our youth water ambassador to talk to us about the importance of water and the dangers of sugar sweetened beverages. And yeah, we would love to.
You guys do that now?
And we'd love to see her face if that's possible. And what else? And it's Rethink Your Drink Day. And so Rethink Your Drink is this very special day while we're waiting for hopefully Mama Yana. I'm filibustering until Mama Yana can hopefully hear me and get on.
I have unmuted Kaya.
Okay.
And looking at how to make her, she may have to unmute herself once she's a panelist. Let me see, because she's unmuted.
And check your video, Kai, because we want to see your beautiful face.
Right.
Yes, we do. I think you need to make her a co-host also.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, it's Rethink Your Drink Day. And before we were having a good time with our drinks. Hold up your drink. What you have, Chef Hunia? What you got?
I got my chlorophyll and lemon. You know that.
Yeah, I kept it simple with some water and lime juice,
And let me show you how I get down. This is an 8-cup situation. What's that, 64 ounces? I'm going to drink 2 of these.
Okay.
Because that's how I get my gallon in. You understand what I'm saying? So,
ladies,
Kaya
is now co-host.
Yay! Hi,
yes, Kaya. Excellent.
Hi, Kaya.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me on.
All right, so Kaya, take it from there, and me and Chef Hunia probably will ask you a few questions, and yeah.
All right, so you just want me to intro right now?
Yep.
All right, so hi, I don't know who's watching, but my name is Kaya. I'm a water ambassador, and I have been for a long time drinking water wasn't that important, and sugary drinks, like I went to Starbucks and the dollar store and all of that stuff to get my drinks. It was mostly just like an act of rebellion against my grandma, since she would tell me every day, drink your water. Some water today. How much water have you drank? And I was just, seeing my friends drinking their whatever, Frappuccino, Kool-Aid, whatever they were drinking. And I knew, for a while that, it would affect my health, but not too much. Like, I knew I was in a better place than other people, so I didn't think it really affected me too much. But as I started to get older, different things started happening. Like, I used to love running around, and my skin was so clear and stuff until none of that was anymore. And so recently I have been more into drinking water and loving it. I don't even really like sugary drinks at this point, but when I did Water Ambassadors, I learned so much, like, about how, sugary drinks, it's literally like addictive. It's like a drug. And
absolutely,
it's basically an attack on people like me who are, uneducated on my health and all of that. And Water Ambassadors really opened my eyes to see that water is just so important and so good for you. So yeah.
I have a question, Kaya. So first of all, I want to commend you on making that step and paying enough attention to your body, to your health, to make those changes, right? Because there's so many people your age is just feeling like that's just the way it is. Like, that's just part of life. You just have this messed up skin, and I'll grow out of it, or whatever that thing is. So I just want to applaud you for that, and I'm sure that in your circle that you're probably influencing other people around you. So that's pretty awesome. But can you tell me, like, okay, you said water ambassador. Tell me exactly what that is, and like if there's some training involved in that, and like how did you become that?
Okay. Well, sister Kana or whatever. She's my aunt.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
She introduced me to Healthy Black Families and what they were doing with the water ambassadors. And there was a program that she was running through my school, like at Berkeley High. And
Okay.
I was really interested to just connect with other, Black kids at my school. And yeah, Timba was there too. Yeah, it was a little bit of training, but it was a lot of fun. We basically talked and did a lot of scenarios and learned a lot of stats about sugary drinks and the Black community. And it even went on through quarantine. Like we did it on Zoom like this, but
Nice.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Nice. Okay. And is there another water ambassador here? I thought I saw in the chat. Somebody else here as well? Is TJ here?
Okay, I see. Yes.
Are we gonna bring TJ on? Cause get that balanced male female up in here. That sounds like a good plan. Can we unmute TJ?
Yeah. So
I will make him a co-host, okay?
Perfect.
Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, I have a question, Kai. What difference have you seen from reducing your sugar intake on your life? What has been the biggest difference for you?
Well, like I said, my skin has been getting real clear. And even like the rest of my body, like I feel so much more, I know this, like moisturized. Like
Nice.
I don't really get as ashy anymore.
Nice.
I don't need to use as much lip balm as I used to.
But ashy to classy.
I know, exactly. Even recently, like I thought this was kind of like a sham, the whole like lemon water, like ginger water. And I've actually been doing it, and it like I have noticed like I'm a lot less like my tummy feels different, it feels good.
Okay,
I feel more energized and stuff.
Yes. That's beautiful, because that's the stuff we've been talking about for a long time. So we older folks get excited when the young people get it, and
Right.
that's pretty awesome. Yay!
TJ is
Nice.
now a co-host. You can ask him questions if you'd like.
Hey,
I don't know.
TJ, can we see your beautiful face? Where you at? Where are you?
I'm just in my room right now.
Okay, there you go. Perfect. Talk to us, Sarah, about this water ambassador business and how it's affected your life, your health, and your family. What you want to share? Talk to us.
For me, it's probably for water ambassadors, it's probably making better choices on what I drink. To choose to drink water more than like sweet beverages, other than going out and going to the store and getting some sweet, or drinking soda or anything that's not catered to bettering my health. But that's about it for me.
Yeah. Can you talk about like just what you learned about the ways that companies will target people like you, people your age, young Black and brown youth, to become addicted to these drinks?
I mean, they make non-healthy drinks more available to us, and they make them a lot cheaper than what we get for that's more healthy. Let's say I want to get something that's going to boost my immune system, like an Odwalla or something that costs maybe $2-3. We can get a soda that's like 75 cents to $1.25. And in some people's eyes, well, they're gonna get what's $1.25 because people are always trying to save money, right? So they're going to cater towards getting what's cheaper, but then they're not thinking about their health at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Stephanie, do you have any other questions for either of our youth water ambassadors?
Not at this time. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being, beautiful young agents of change. our community needs you, and we appreciate the work that you're doing, and taking care of yourself, being an example. I think there's a question in there.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah,
I have a
saw-
question. Oh, go ahead, Kana.
Go ahead, Mama Yana.
I
Are
have
you
a
reading
question
the
for Kaya and TJ, and you and Hunia can join in on this too. What of the Thirsty for Change program changed how you drink? Do you drink less soda? Have you given up soda? How are you approaching how you consume beverages now?
I think we should all answer that. Let's go, Kaya, TJ, Chef Unia, Chef Kana.
Okay. Well, for me, for one, since quarantine has started, I haven't had any soda, mostly because I haven't really gone out to buy it or anything. And also my mom kind of controls how I eat now. So, but yeah, I think it's definitely like made me a lot more conscious. Like I haven't had any juice either, which is crazy. But I've had like some sugary drinks, but not juice or soda. So yeah.
For me, it's kind of the same, but at the same time, I need some sugar in my life because drinking water every day, it's not like water is boring, but it's getting into that habit of to have integrity, just to stick with one thing. And sometimes I don't have that integrity, and I just be like, I need to get me something to drink. If I leave the house, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna head right to the corner store, get me something sweet, and then act like I never drunk it after that. But from looking at it now from years ago, it's a lot better because I would be, okay, I'm gonna go to the store today, I'm gonna go tomorrow, I'm gonna get me something to drink, some like a soda or a Sprite. But now I have more control over what I do with myself, and especially when it comes to like eating and drinking.
Yes, that's awesome. I appreciate you all, and TJ, I really appreciate your honesty in that, because that happens. Like we out of convenience and sometimes out of habit, we revert to some other stuff, and that's good, and it's also good that you are paying attention to the progress and celebrating that. What they say, fall off the wagon or whatever, you forgive yourself and you keep it moving. So that's really good. So yeah, I appreciate that. And as far as myself, I've been on this journey for quite a while, and I too occasionally will have something that is not in my best interest or whatever, especially if I'm out with family sometimes. But I drink so much water all the time. I just, I don't really think about it too much. I try to drink as close as I can to a gallon a day. And even like if I do fresh juices or whatever, I got my shot glass. That's how I do my juice. I'm not sitting there drinking a whole big old 32 ounces of juice. It's just enough to give me the nutrients that I need, the boost, and I'm done. And that's pretty much how it goes. And that's been for a long time. Bottled water is my thing. I shared with y'all before.
Nice.
Good morning.
Oh,
Good morning.
is
So
that
I'm thinking.
Jacqueline?
This is Jacqueline. Hi.
Jackie, oh, so good to hear from you. Welcome back, sister.
Thank you. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. You're also one of our water ambassadors too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well, come on and give us a little something. Can we see your beautiful face?
Let's see. How do we do this?
No.
Let's see.
I think she would have to be made into a co-host.
Okay.
How do I do that?
My mama
Okay.
got to do it.
She just did it, so you can click on your camera now.
Video.
Start video.
Yes.
Is that? Oh,
There
you
you
see
go.
that? Hey,
Hey, Jackie, good to see you.
Good to see you too. I registered.
Yeah. So talk to
Yeah.
us about this water ambassador business and how it's changed your life and what you're doing now as a result, different than what you used to do. Today is good. Uh-oh, did she freeze?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay, because you was stuck. You was paused, girl.
Oh, wow.
Right. It changed my life. I've been having a lot of health issues, and like I just had a bypass on my right side where I was, and I don't mind sharing it because it's part of me. I just got diagnosed with moya moya. Moya moya is a puff of smoke, but it has to do with brain arteries, blood flowing through the brain.
Mm.
And my right side, the blood wasn't flowing correctly. I already had 2 strokes. I had a silent stroke, 2 silent strokes. So to make that, to rewind it, I've been buying me fruit, strawberries, bananas, everything. I love your fruit water. So I'm stuck on the fruit water.
Yeah.
And every chance I get, I'm going to be drinking my water, and that kind of cleanse me out, my system. I have to go to the bathroom a lot, about 1 or 2 days. I mean, three and 4 times a day, excuse me. But it helps.
Nice.
I don't feel as tired as, I normally do. I just get up and do my exercises. And right now, I just came back from taking a filter out of my neck. If you can see my neck right here, got this big old bandage on it because I had blood clots in my leg that was traveling up to my heart.
Okay.
So they just took it out today. I just came back from there about a couple hours ago.
But Jackie, how has being part of the Thirsty for Change program and being a water ambassador impacted your life? And do you drink less soda, more water?
I drink more water. I don't drink no sodas. No more. I'm trying to change my life and drink more water and more fruit and vegetables and just rest, pretty much. Just rest and drink water and
Jacqueline, I really appreciate you sharing your story, and I think just being home a lot more, and I know that was like a big concern for a lot of people. Well, I'm gonna drink a bunch of water and I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom a lot of times, but now that whoever has some background noise,
yeah, we need you to
mute it. We're hearing your whole background.
I don't
just mute your mic, please.
I got her.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, just because now we're home, we have an opportunity to not let that be a burden to us, to not let that be a barrier for us. We want to do our fasts and we want to do our cleanses, but oftentimes we're like, I have to go to the bathroom. I don't like going at work or going out. Now it's an opportunity for many of us to drink as much water as we can, as we like, and maybe even a little bit more than we like. I want us to transition into our grocery lesson. We don't have a whole lot of time. This has been so amazing. Thank you so much to our water ambassadors for sharing how Healthy Black Families Thirsty for Change program has impacted your diet, has impacted the way that you consume sugar. Now we really want to get into Chef Hunia's expertise around shopping and all the grocery stores and all the places locally in the Bay Area that she's built these awesome relationships with. We want to shout those out, and we want to talk about, how are we doing? How can we be doing healthy shopping during COVID And I know I did a little shopping challenge that I'll share afterwards, but pass it on to you.
Okay. So yay. This has been so awesome. This is like, my heart is just so, woo-hoo. But yeah, so, healthy shopping, like, what does that really mean? As you know, whenever we're doing these tours before this whole pandemic hit, or in our shopping, bam, okay. I usually start in a place that I call heaven, which is the produce section. Heaven on earth. Somebody say you can't get it. I say that's not true. Start in the produce section when you go to the grocery store. And of course, better yet, start at the farmer's market. But that's our Tuesday run.
Or better yet, in your garden, right?
Man, garden, farmer's market, grocery store, right? And my my two absolute favorite places are Mandela Foods and Berkeley Bowl. And I support Mandela Foods because that local co-op thing, also supporting our people, Black and brown folks up in there. That's super important. Worker-owned business, it's all that's beautiful. And then Berkeley Bowl, because it just has such a tremendous amount of produce, such a beautiful selection. And generally, whenever I'm leading these challenges, and usually how it goes is our participants are given anywhere from $20 to $25 to shop with. First, we take them on a tour of the store. And usually, like I say, we spend a lot of time in the produce section, in which I share, whatever was new in season, whatever, and little tips and recipes here and there. And then we, starting at the perimeter of the store, work our way in to, the inside, however, has a lot of processed stuff. So I try to spend as little bit of time as possible in that area. But that's mostly when we do that to highlight the ability for them to see the hidden sugars and salts and all that googly goo that's in the processed stuff, right? We spend as much time as we possibly can in the produce section, because I believe firmly everything you need is there. Like your protein, all your vitamins, all your nutrients, all your minerals are right there in the produce section. You really, really, really can just get it all right there. Like, don't believe the myth. You don't have to get your protein from meat, any of that. It's right there. And so in that area, we try to share as many ways to show as many ways that you can prepare different things, the multiple uses of fruits and vegetables, from sweet to savory, whatever. And Berkeley Bowl, farmer's market, in your garden. You got a garden, Connor?
I do have a couple gardens. It's not too much popping off in the one at my house right now, but definitely local community gardens is going down.
Yes. And then of course, we got our CSAs, Acta Non Verba, Guild Tract. I think Spiral Gardens has a CSA now. Is that correct? And they certainly got the community garden. I haven't been there in a minute, but there's a lot of local resources in which we can get the food, the fruits and the vegetables that we need, while maintaining, for those of us who need to do that, maintain our physical distance and all of that. And of course, when we're working from our gardens. Now, the other beautiful thing about community gardens is that, particularly if you're growing food on your own, there's an opportunity to trade, to exchange. And so that reduces that whole angst around money, because that's what we're dealing with right now. So many of us have been impacted financially through this. And so the beautiful thing about working with the local farmers and the farmers markets is an opportunity to barter, to exchange, and to reduce the amount of money that is, being spent, which is very, very
You know what
important.
I really love about that is that, especially for folks who have reduced hours or are, not currently working, this is something that so many people have said they have wanted to do if they only had the time. And this is why, while this is a time that is, very difficult for a lot of people, we also have to see this as an opportunity for to make that shift and to
Yes.
say, well, now I do have this opportunity. It's the right season for
I
this
hear you.
opportunity. And, I can plant these seeds. I can go and get involved. And I know so many people who are now becoming involved in gardens. They,
Yes.
people need help harvesting. You help them harvest, you're bringing home a bag of food.
Absolutely.
And just creating that new type of economy and that new type of interaction. And it's all based around our most basic needs, which is, food.
Yes, and there's so many like resources online to show you step by step how to start a garden on your windowsill, your backyard. There's even a group of sisters that have a weekly Zoom on Fridays. I have to get that information on how to do gardening in your home, like at the house. Like it's really awesome. Like these sisters, I think they're based in South Carolina, and every Fridays is a free Zoom. And they share all these gardening and farming tips. So it's, there's so many beautiful resources out here. And, we have the time. We have the time to explore, and you can't get it wrong. You plant a seed and it take a while, and you plant some more seeds and see what come up and, work it out.
Right.
Really an awesome.
So one more resource that I think is also understated, but should definitely be utilized are these food banks.
Yes.
And so food banks have food pantries in local areas. You might have one in your building. If you live in affordable housing, they're, kind of all throughout OHA housing and all kinds of even senior housing projects oftentimes have these food pantries. And you might have never decided to be a part of it or,
Parks and recreation.
Yeah. Parks and Rec. I've seen some amazing things in some of those bags. I used to help at the Tassafaranga Village pantry, and I was like, ooh, they have, some delicious teas. I saw they had a moringa tea one time, and some folks didn't know what it was. I was like, get this, put this tea in your bag. This is a good tea. Coconut extra virgin, cold pressed coconut oil. I was like, wow.
And there's a lot of organic stuff being put in these bags now as well, which is very awesome,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did my little shopping haul, and I believe it adds up to about $20. So every month when Chef Hunia takes her groups into these amazing, I'm really calling them amazing grocery stores. And some of them, I guess, are not as impressive and amazing as Berkeley Bowl and Mandela Foods, but still, impressive in a sense that, I've been doing research on just like the change of grocery stores, and now you can Instacart and, some people are really amazed by that. But the fact is 100 years ago, you had to go to this store and that store or grow your own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot another one. Community Foods.
Mm-hmm.
So on San Pablo. That's
right. So, I know sometimes we take for granted that we'll go in a store and they'll have what we need. But as we know now, we can't take that for granted. We've been in stores, shelves have been cleared. They didn't have the things that we wanted. We had to make alternatives. And so we teach how to do that. And we give $20 as a challenge because some people don't have a lot of resources, but we offer it's kind of $20 challenge for our participants to go in the store and come up with a nutritious meal for themselves or perhaps themselves and someone else with the $20 budget. So this is what I came up with.
Let me see what you got, Connor. Let me see what you got.
Got a red.
Oh, and then you got shout out to Mandela Foods. Okay. I see that. Hold on.
Everything in here, though, is not from Mandela Foods. I didn't technically do this haul. I did this haul from what I had.
Okay.
But,
All right.
So I got this.
Can you turn my camera back on? Because I can't do it.
Got this beautiful bunch of kale here. So kale is organic. A bunch is about $2. If it's more than that, it can be less than that. But if it's more than that, then you're probably overpaying. I would say the standard of one bunch of organic kale is $2.
Right.
I got these. These are like one of my favorites. These are high protein burgers from Trader Joe's. I will read all the ingredients. It is a pea protein blend. It includes black beans. It includes onions, brown rice flour, natural flavors, arrowroot powder, garlic puree, salt, caramel color, and black pepper and
Nice.
oil.
Nice.
So I know folks are very, aware. Oh, and this is the nutrition facts.
Okay.
So if you eat 2 of these, you get 52 grams of protein.
Okay. Okay. I make a pretty decent black bean fritter myself to put on the sandwich. You know
there you go. There you
Mhm.
go. And so I just think that having something like this, when you're hungry, when you feel like, sometimes we do go to our favorite vegan restaurants and we get things that, are a little bit more processed than that at time, depending on what we're getting. But it's processed, not as much as it could be. And it's, very nutrient dense. So I usually will make a little salad, heat up these patties in the oven. If I had someone else with me, it'd be a big salad. They'd get a patty, I'd get a patty. And this is about, I think it's 3. I'm sorry?
I said I'm on my way.
Oh yeah, come through. I think it's like $3.50 for that. And then got some wild rice. That was about $3, about a pound of it. And got some lentils, some green lentils here. Got some coconut cream. Gonna add that to the lentils. Sometimes you can just do the lentils and the rice together. I tend to separate them because I don't know, a long time ago, someone called me a racist. Haha. And I'm not really big on rice. It wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Racist. I'm a wild racist.
I will do the wild rice. I'm not really big on rice in general, but it's really good when you need something to satiate, feel full, and it's also nutrient dense. And then this is like my little fun thing that I like to do. So this is at Trader Joe's. It's about $2 and it's jackfruit and it's in its raw form, which I really appreciate because usually when you get it processed, it has tomato in it. And for any of my folks out there that have, an allergy to tomatoes or nightshades, like I unfortunately do, it's not the business. So we have to kind of get it from its raw form or from the fruit itself. This is a canned version, but you can take it directly from the jackfruit itself in season. And you can kind of shred it like mushrooms and you kind of peel it off and you saute it. And, you can add your seasonings to it. I've seen it oftentimes as like a pulled pork type of dish or like a sloppy Joe kind of dish. So you can remix that or you can saute it and add it as like a topper into your salad. I'm really big on adding like immaculate salads. Like my salad is really not like lettuce, tomato, carrots. It's like,
oh yeah, no, that's boring.
Right. I need everything in that thing. That's the whole meal, So, and then the last thing, and I have a lemon too, because that brings everything together.
Yes.
And yeah, the last thing I just want to say, the most exciting part to me about all of this are like these type of containers.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And so it's all different kinds. Don't let your containers, just if you don't have the best kind or a matching kind, don't let it hinder you from prepping.
Right.
It's so important. You know, we'll buy all this food and we will let it sit because it's hard to think about. And we go for the processed stuff, the pop it in the microwave stuff, but give yourself a day, make 3-4 batches, store it in one of these containers, put a label on it so you know what it is, or, you know, whatever the case may be, the date, and you're good for the week. You don't have to worry. And trust me, you're going to feel so much better doing that, saving so much more money, and just looking out for your diet, looking out for all those hidden things that they put in our foods like sugar, salt, different types of oil. You know, you really don't know. You're ordering out, and I do believe in supporting local businesses. I'm also, you know, a local business, but you don't really know how much of these, and you know, of sodium or of, you know, added sugar are in the foods that you order out. So this is a way to kind of take your own control over that.
Yeah, we're definitely at a point. I agree. We want to support our local businesses, but this is also an opportunity for us to take better control of our health and what goes into our bodies in a productive way, and it's fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially for those of us who are sheltered in place, you know, with our whole families and whatnot, you know, in the kitchen together, prepping a meal can be a great experience, you know, and especially for young people, that gives you that break. We talked about last week, like how some parents, you know, on that homeschooling trip and, you know, like, whoo, but, you know, cooking.
That's cooking class.
Cooking class is awesome because you cover math, you cover science, you cover reading, you cover cooperation. So it's like these social skills that get built, you know, the knife safety skills and all of that. Like, there's just so much.
And the funnest way to do it is let them play restaurant.
Yes.
I'm telling you, and
yes.
give them a little bit of money too. You know, give them a couple dollars. Let them come in and take your order. We used to love doing that.
Exactly.
You know, you're bored, it's nothing to do. Get creative. You know, sometimes you could play school, you could play restaurant. You know, someone is the chef, you're the sous chef, all kinds of games.
Yes. So many ways to enhance this experience. I totally agree. Yes. So I'm glad that you presented your shopping haul, because girl, I'm on this juice and water thing right now. So all that is tempting, but I can't do none of that right now. So
Okay.
I'm in my kitchen with grapefruits and oranges and lemons and onions and bananas and blueberries. And then in my slow cooker, let me show y'all what I got here. Let me see if I can pull it up a little. Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right. So I wanted to double back.
Can you turn on my camera so I can see? I can't see.
You should be able to see us, Jacqueline. We're not taking camera folks at the moment, but if you have a question, you can certainly chat it or do the raise hand feature and chime in. I was going to answer a couple questions I saw.
So
folks had
you can't see us?
I'm not sure. She said she can't see. I don't know. We can't control if you see us, Jacqueline.
Right. That would be on your end if you can't see us.
No, because it says you cannot start your video because of the host has disabled it.
Oh. So you can't see us at all? Jacqueline? Sounds like she can't hear us either. Wait a minute, she's unmuted. Hold on. Let me see if I can unmute her. I can't even unmute her. Oh, Jacqueline, so can you see us? Can you?
I can see you.
Okay, well that's perfect because we turned the cameras off on everybody else except for the panelists.
Okay. That's what you did. Okay, that's what I did. Okay.
Perfect. All right.
So really quick, before you get into that, Chef Hunia, someone had a question around water a while back around the difference between tap, spring, distilled, boiled water. Just sort of your take on an alkaline water as well.
Okay.
Sort of your take on that.
Right. So perfect. Yeah. So my my chlorophyll water is alkaline. The chlorophyll takes care of that for me. And, you know, that's, as we know, that's going to, you know, minimize the acid and everything in our body, which is the whole toxic. That's where a lot of disease comes from, the acid in the body and all of that. Tap water at your own risk. You know, some people been drinking tap water all their life. You know, I just say for any of this stuff, you got to pray on it, right? There have been studies shown that the energy gets transferred to the water and makes a difference in our body. So I do believe that. Of course, you don't have to believe me, believe, you know, whatever, you know, but that's where I am with that. And distilled waters is that process of, you know, boiling till everything's gone. That's usually used for like, sometimes when people do colonics or ironing, different things where you don't want any sediment or any trace of mineral or whatever in your water. And I used to be big on distilled water when I was doing a lot of colonics, but now that I have really been able to control more this way, I don't have to go so much the other way, you know? And what was the other one? Boiled water?
Spring water.
Oh, spring water. When I was in Louisiana, we used to get real spring water. We go to the spring and get our water. After that, you know, it's hard, you know, it's just a trust factor. So many companies, unfortunately, they've been shown to not really be using spring water, that in fact that it's you know, tap water, and they, you know, use a distilling process or whatever. And so I mean, I can't really make any recommendations on that, just because, you know.
Yeah.
It is.
Someone also asked, where do you get your chlorophyll from?
I get my chlorophyll from Mandela Foods, Berkeley Bowl, Whole Foods. Well, people, you know, it's still kind of whole paychecky, even though Amazon has done their thing. It's still kind of whole paychecky, so I can't quite take that label off. But yeah, so Mandela, Berkeley Bowl, you know, can I say?
Mm-hmm. And got one more question for you before you get into it. And also boosting, what are some good ways to boost your vitamin C and D?
Citrus on the vitamin C and the vitamin D. Vitamin D, as in the sun. Okay, because there's a couple of vitamin Ds, but yeah, the sun is good.
Yeah.
Sun is good. Front yard, backyard, because I can't advocate, like, I'll send you to the beach. And if you saw me at the beach.
Where can they go in East Oakland? For chlorophyll. For chlorophyll.
Oh, Food mill.
Yep. Food mill and Farmer Joe's.
Farmer Joe's, yep.
Mm-hmm. And if you're in the deep, just head over to San Leandro. There's I forget the name of the store, but it's in that same lot area as Safeway. And yep, it's a health food store right there. What is it, like East 14th and 120th or so?
Go to Google and type in health food store near me. It'll come right up. Matter of fact, I guess I could do that. We could do that. Somebody could do that.
Yeah. So what were you gonna show us about your liquid bath?
This is my brew that's been in my slow cooker for overnight. It's bayberry, mullein, marshmallow, garlic, lemon, and lots of ginger. And so this is my lung formula. You could add cayenne, you could add apple cider vinegar. And sometimes my roommate, she'd be like, what is that? I needed to be sweet. So I might add some honey for her, you know. And but it's kind of strong, kind of bitter. But
we're gonna need you to pass that recipe though.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's a great lung formula, and I keep it in my slow cooker. I just keep it brewing, and we just dip in it all day. And because I'm clear that whatever's out here, if we keep our immune system strong, even if we were, you know, to catch it or whatever, the chances of overcoming are way better. So
Yeah.
this is an opportunity for us to really take control of our health through the food we eat, through exercise, drinking our water, and getting lots of sun. Shelter in place does not mean do not go outside. Like, you need the elements, you need the sun, you need the rain, you need the wind. So, you know, take walks in your neighborhood, go in your backyard and get some exercise, get some sun, sit on your porch, you know, take it old school, put some chairs on the porch and wave to the people. You know what I'm saying? Make you feel good. Really. All those things, because we as humans, we need interaction.
Right.
So you walk in the neighborhood, you see your people, wave. Even the ones that don't wave back, just wave and keep it moving, right? Because all of that it's good for the body. Just, you know, so.
Chef Hunia, I'ma really need you to just slow down and drop that recipe one more time. I'ma type it. I'm gonna try to get it on in the chat. And for those who have their pens ready, get your pens ready. This is your lung upper respiratory formula.
Mm-hmm. Ginger, garlic.
Can you say how much of these things?
A bunch.
Okay, get a bunch. There you go.
Just you know, don't trip. You know, it's you can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it. So just do what works for you. So I don't know. Let me see. Let me look at a piece of ginger. So it was about this much ginger in my slow cooker. Can you see that?
Yeah. Did you shred that? Did you chop it?
I sliced it thin.
Okay.
I didn't, and you know, people say to take the peel out and take the peel off. I don't do that.
Okay.
Like it all. And you know, and when you know, when you're going organic, you know, you don't have to worry about too much of that. So yeah. So ginger, garlic. It's like I love garlic, so can't go wrong with that. At least 2 cloves of garlic per, you know, filling up your crock pot. Garlic, ginger, lemon. Slice at least 1 lemon, peel and all. So that means you don't forget to wash your veggies. That's important. When you bring them home, just wash them right away so you don't have to worry about it, right? What else? Mullein, marshmallow, and bayberry.
So wait, we just about to get a bag of marshmallows, or?
No. I'm sorry. Marshmallow, the herb. Let me hold on. Yeah, I come. These are herbs. Sorry. So here is here's my mullein leaf right here.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the leaf. And you can get right now I'm getting all my herbs and stuff from Lasa Karnak on San Pablo. But you can also get them at Berkeley Bowl. Mandela Foods sells herbs as well. And then here's the marshmallow herb. Can you see that? Okay. And then bayberry. Now bayberry, they're little cute little things right here. And they're very dark and bitter. So they will take over. And they stink. So I just want you to know that. It's going to give a nice little fragrance to your home, but it's okay. Boil some cinnamon and get over it. Because, you know, it's all about taking control of our health. So it's
and you know what you put in it, it doesn't smell good, but Chef Hunia, you better tell us what the outcome is.
The outcome is fabulous.
Bitters make you sweet.
You can breathe, right? Yeah, because nobody got time for no sickness. You know what I'm saying? And if we do get a little something, we can overcome it quickly, right? By managing what we take. So I'm drinking this all day long, along with my smoothies, along with my juices. I'll be doing this for the next 7 days. I believe in cleansing. I believe in detoxing, you know, on a regular basis. And every now and then I'll just go on a water fast for like 3 days, you know, keep that skin clear, you know, deals with halitosis, like, you know, to change your bowel movements, all that, you know, because, you know, you really can smell like roses if you want to. Somebody said.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
appreciate you. Um,
Yes, somebody said
so
lots
at
of
this
product on the
time,
show.
we just want to, yeah, and someone else also asked about electrolytes, but I think you would say maybe the same thing or a little bit of water. What else? The chlorophyll.
Yeah, so somebody asked me about electrolytes. You can add watermelon, banana, avocado. That's all I can think of right now.
Coconut.
Fresh
Okay.
coconut, coconut water.
Nice. So it's a question, what do I use to stay healthy? So I'm going to answer that, and then we're going to turn it over to y'all for any other Q&A that you may have, and any type of closing out that we want to do, because we really appreciate all of y'all, and
Absolutely.
want y'all to know that we will be back here again next Wednesday at 1
Every
p.m.
Wednesday through June.
Forever.
Doing this forever and ever. Yes.
Right.
We're here.
So for me, what I'm doing to stay healthy, the biggest deal for me right now that I've been really feeling is this is no sugar. Like, I have a thing with sugar. We had our water ambassadors talk about sugar, and we didn't get to me talking about sort of sugar, but I was a kid. I was a kid.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
You know, probably sugar addicted barely on. I think I call cereal the gateway drug. You know,
Yes.
a lot of times parents and children, we think we are healthy breakfast in the morning, and it's just sugar.
It's just
and that's
sugar.
really what we want.
It's
And
like-
I remember, being older later on and wanting cereal. I could eat a whole box of cereal, and what do they say? A cereal killer. I was a cereal killer, you know?
Yes.
And, I would think about it. I would be, I can't wait to wake up and I'm going to have my granola. And, it's healthy, it's granola, but it was just sugar. And it led me on to wanting the next, sugary thing. I wanted a vegan donut. I wanted some cake. I wanted, and it was like all these other things that were going on for me, where it was like, okay, I'm plant-based. I'm vegan. I can have a little sugar here and there, but it wasn't a little. It was a lot.
It's a lot.
It was a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
So for the last 22 days, and I've done it before, and I've noticed the sugar scales tipping, Libra life. So I've noticed those sugar scales tipping, and I'm like, okay, let me reel this in, what's going on. And oftentimes we examine our deepest relationships. That is where we see sugar sitting traumatically. It's like it's helping, or we think it's helping, it's not helping, but it's a substance that we're using similar to any number of substances to cope with heartbreak, to cope with loneliness. I'm sure I'm talking to a lot of people right now.
And sometimes when you get excited, when you're happy, you get some, right? Birthday cakes and stuff.
We think of it as a reward, but the reward type of sugar is not as dangerous as the depression, type of sugar. The I feel bad about, what's going on. Let me eat some ice cream. Let me have this or that. I deserve it, don't I? That type of sugar. And,
I'll work out later.
And oftentimes people will say, like, if you might have had a heavy meal, or maybe you went with, you were with friends and you had alcohol, you won't work out in the morning. It's the same thing for sugar.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't feel like it anymore. The reward isn't there anymore. And so I'm really studying sugar. Shout outs to Healthy Black Families, because through this work and understanding it, and it just became such a contradiction for me to talk with students, to sit, with elders, and to talk about the dangers, and yet be in the closet I heard someone else say that I'm eating a donut and no, I throw the paper away before I get home like it never happened.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and I've been cleansing. It's been about 25 days, and I'm telling you, my skin broke out and then it healed and got better. My energy has balanced itself out. My dreams are better. I'm able to get up in the morning and exercise. I'm feeling a whole new person.
Nice.
I'm feeling so much more aware and alert. I mean, it's one of the best things that I'm doing for myself right now. So thank you for that question.
Awesome.
And if there are any other questions that folks have, please let us know, because we are here for y'all. And if we don't know the answer, we're not going to make up an answer. We might think on it and come back with you next week with, you know, with another. And we're also possibly have more guests. So we'll have some more folks, you know, giving this information for our communities who need it right now.
Right. You know,
I see Nicole is saying, I've been cutting out sugar, junk food, and limiting wine. It's so hard, and I'm feeling the effects. Right, it is hard. And one of the effects is you get emotional.
Yep. And, you know, and
you get emotional. You don't have that crutch anymore.
Right. And I just want to share, you know, because we you know, a healthy lifestyle, whatever, it's a journey, you know, and it really is a journey of forgiveness. Like, you know, like, thank God I ain't the way I used to be. You know what I'm saying? And I can totally understand this whole piece, because I grew up in similar circumstances. Like, I remember so much candy growing up. Like, I don't remember nobody telling me not to, and especially Halloween time and different holidays, so much candy, and it was so addictive. I remember, like, you know, having little purses full of candy. Like, you know, I grew up in a time of penny candy. So you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we be trying to be slick in a little store. We're going to get some extra candy. We're going to buy this. We're going to get some extra and get caught. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how serious it was for us. Thank God I didn't tell my mama, because we grew up in the time we get that whooping, right? But I just remember growing up with so much candy. And then when I got about 14, 15, them cavities kicking in. And I hate the dentist, right? Woo! And so, you know, I got a mouth full of evidence for the way I used to be. You understand what I'm saying? And so then once I had my children, I was like, call it what you want to, but it won't be in my house. You know what I mean? But there was an education as a part of it. Like, first of all, I just show them, look at mama's mouth. They were like, ooh, I'm like, yeah, that's the first reason. And then the second reason, you know, we started looking at, you know, I started sharing different videos, and I had them read a lot around the effects of sugar. The main staple in our household was African Holistic Health by Lele Africa, rest in peace, for, you know, our dear brother. And he outlined the whole, like, conversation around sugar and processed foods and what it does for the body, and the differences between, you know, different folks and how, you know, it affects them. So, you know, this is a beautiful journey. So I'm encouraging you, all of you, and ourselves included, like, to just keep on pushing. Like, you fall off, you eat a little something, it's okay. Keep moving.
Right.
You know,
right.
This is part of it. And, you know, you stay on the journey over time, it just becomes a natural part that you just choose healthier, you choose better, you share with other people, you influence them. And, you know, it goes back to what we were saying last week about the rise of Black people who are improving their diets, you know, the rise in vegetarian, you know, veganism and all of that. And we're not even necessarily saying that's what you should do, even that's what we're saying. But, you know, there are ways of eating and being that increase your chances for a healthy lifestyle. You know, it increases your chances for longevity and feeling good. Because it's not just about being here. It's about, you know, being here as long as you can and feeling good, right? Being able to stay active and and a sound mind and all of that, that's important. And the foods that you eat, the things that you drink will affect that, those outcomes for you.
Absolutely. I was just going through the list, and I also want to give some shout outs to Miss, not just because she has my name at the end of her name, but also because she completed a, youth water ambassador training. She came to Berkeley High. She was there and participated. And, I'm sure if you're on this call, you had some experience that had you to come back, or maybe some prior experiences. So thank you so much for being on this call, especially as a young person. We know a lot of young people are tired of these Zooms and tired of, a lot of things.
Yes.
So appreciate you for getting on here, and please spread the word. And then also, thank you also, Nicole, for sharing your story. Thank you, Jacqueline, for sharing your story and being vulnerable with us, and allowing us an opportunity to, experience you as we continue along on our own journeys.
Absolutely.
Sharing stories.
Absolutely. Yes. So I was asking a question. Can we see anything what's happening on Facebook Live, or any questions that are being fielded?
Yeah, I'm on now. There are no questions.
Okay.
Everyone was just kind of saying what's up.
Okay. Perfect.
Brandy Max said, what y'all cooking today? We're
Hey,
not
Brandy.
cooking today. But let's see. We had quite a few people say what's up, Rashida Mack. I'm gonna say everyone because some people be like, say me. But we see your comments. Thank you. Please share, like, and let us know, because this is a program that is funded by Berkeley Soda Tax, and Berkeley is the first city in the country to pilot this revolutionary program that says we need to take this money out of the hands of big soda and put it into educational programs in the most impacted communities.
Yes.
And Healthy Black Families is pioneering that work. So we want to spread this information. We really want to continue to have these conversations. Myself and Chef Hunia have been doing this work and having these conversations on this platform and many other platforms. Chef Hunia, where can we find your information? Where can we get some of this curriculum we're hearing is coming?
That's what I was about to type, but I can't type. You can find me everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Well, not really Snapchat. I don't really get down with that. I got a YouTube channel that I'm working on, but huniaskitchen.com is my web page. Forgive me, it's still in development, so you will see my face, but you can also email me at huniaskitchen@gmail.com, HUNIASKITCHEN@gmail.com. And I'll be here with Healthy Black Families every Wednesday from 1 to whenever we decide to stop, about 2:30 or so. And then every first Tuesday, we are doing our virtual farmers market tour, and that's pretty awesome. And then I'm also available. I'm on Facebook Live doing a little cooking here and there and sharing tips and my philosophy according to Chef Hunia about how things should be, and I'm also available for private chefing. Do a little bit of that, a little meal planning. I'm not so big on the prep like Connor. Connor got the corner on the prepping. Go on with that. She's doing that thing. So, I might be her sous chef on that one, but I'm a little older. I'd be like, shoot, I'm transitioning into more of my classes and, the teaching models and, setting those things up. So that's where I'm at with all of that. But, yeah.
Nice.
How about you,
Yeah.
Kyle? How can we reach you, baby? Since you ain't at the farmers market.
How can we reach you, baby? I love you. I love you, Chef Hunia, right?
Let me tell you. My feelings is hurt a little bit. I understand you had to do what you had to do. But my feelings is hurt a little bit because the little jalapeno cornbread, you know what I'm saying? That was working, right? And that pie.
Mm,
Anyway,
I miss that pie too.
yeah, I know you.
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I was eating too much of that pie.
And you working on that sugar, so I know
We would have leftovers. I'm like, oh gosh, somebody take this pie from me.
What kind of pie was it? What kind of pie was it?
Yeah, it was a sweet potato pie.
Potato pie, baby.
What?
Yes.
A sweet potato pie.
Yes, ma'am.
You ain't doing it no more now. So, but
Yep,
so where you at
yep.
now?
Oh man, I love me some sweet potato
Yeah.
pie. Oh my goodness.
So I can-
Right,
you know, what you-
right.
so I'm at.
So you can definitely check out what we have going on at healingkitchensf.com, as in San Francisco. We're working on some things. We've been in development for, to cooperativize for a while, and we're trying to transition to a worker owner cooperative. We think it's really important as a resilient business, as a community institution, that we do that. We know that our people value this food, and oftentimes workers don't get the food that they prepare. We want to make sure that that's not the
Healing
case.
Kitchen.
We want to make sure that we're eating and that we're repping this full body. And then also, I'm working on a web, an ebook on introducing sort of Afro-vegan food or just vegan food from the African diaspora, and how to transition, how to do, your hi, Monique, hi. Okay. I'm looking at people too. Shout outs. Just how to transition to a plant-based diet. From my experience, I've been a vegetarian since I was 8, and everyone else in my family ate meat. So I had to live with that for a long time.
Right.
And I have a lot of experience on, not making yourself isolated. Some vegans and plant-based folks, some want to isolate, and that's cool if that's how y'all want to do it, if that's what makes you feel strong. But a lot of times we feel our families are judging us or pushing us to the side. At least, a lot of people I ran into did, and was like, they can't rock with their family no more. It's like, no, just scoot over. You still have to be a part of community.
Absolutely.
Even when your diet is changed. I guess you don't have to be, but I think it's healthy to be, because one, you benefit from not being isolated as far as long-term lifestyle change. And then two, your family benefits, your whole community benefits. Oh yeah, that's she's vegan. They're vegan. He's vegan. What's
eventually,
that?
Eventually they come on over, check it out. Yeah.
They vegan, Auntie. What's going on there? What's up with that? That's different.
Right.
So we know it's for you to know it's all good. You don't have to move out in our plant-based. You can stay.
I looked up. Hi, excuse me. I looked up. I have an iPad right here while I'm talking to you, and you said Healing Kitchen. So is it Healing Kitchen SanFrancisco.com?
SF.
SF.
Just SF.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, San Francisco. I'm so used to going to San Francisco now. SS.com, right? And then I got the phone number.
F is in San Francisco, but it's just the 2 letters.
SF,
like San Francisco.
Yeah, Healing Kitchen SF.com.
Yes.
Then it has the phone number, 21 Street, Folsom Street in San Francisco.
Yep, all of that.
Is that it?
And so you can order.
And
yep,
that's
and
true,
you can order meals if you need meal delivery for free. Oakland, Berkeley, and San Francisco. If you're out of those cities, there is an additional fee, but check out the website, and you're on here, so holler at me and we'll work.
So what do you mean? Food for free? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Delivery.
Oh, delivery's free. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, because I just see the menu.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Well, there we have it.
All right, y'all.
It was
Thank
been
you.
good. It's been good.
Sir,
Carmen, thank you so much
Oakley.
for this this partnership, for this, you know, for this support, for this offering that we're making to, you know, for the people. It's really awesome. Really,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, yeah. And thank you.
All
I
right.
need to
Well,
make an announcement.
Come on.
Yep.
Want to make sure we invite people to our next uh, um, play and learn session happening this Friday at I believe it's 11. I'm trying to share my screen with uh, the flyer on it, but it is happening here on Zoom. If you are a mother, a parent, and you are have a child 0, you know, like a baby to 5-year-old, we invite you to join Healthy Black Families here on Zoom with the interactive play and learn session. It's for parents and their children, and Miss Kamika will be leading it. She is reading stories, she is dancing, she is singing with the children and the parents, and then you are also invited to stay if you can, just to check in with other moms, right? It gives you the opportunity to say hi to some of the other mothers. It gives the children a chance to interact with other children online. So we invite you to join us. Put your name in the chat if you want to receive a link to the video, to the Zoom a webinar on Friday, and it's happening every Friday. And then we are also having what we are calling Telling Our Stories, and that is our writing circle, and that's for mothers with pregnant women and moms with children up to 3 years old. And if you are a mom with a child up to 3 years old, if you are pregnant, put your name in the chat and I will capture it and make sure that we get an email to you.
Mama Ayana, can you also cut and paste it into the chat there as well?
I can't because I'm in Zoom right now and I would have to leave.
No, I mean on the chat part of it. If you just type in like
well, tell you what, you can
like Healthy Black Families.
Email who need Miss Kamika at step@healthyblackfamilies Inc.
Okay, I'll type. What am I typing?
I'm typing it already.
Okay, cool.
So, and somebody must be typing at the oh, okay. Okay. Did we lose Kana? Okay, so it's step@healthyblackfamiliesinc.org.
Nice.
And it is Friday morning, Friday, I believe 11 a.m. And it's play and learn. And then we will be starting our Telling Our Stories Writers Circle in June.
All right. Well, beautiful people, I gotta jump. I have a 3 o'clock call that I need to prepare for. And Mama Ayana, I just want to say thank you once again. Thank you to Healthy Black Families, and thank you to all of you for showing up for yourselves, you know?
Right. And thanks to Healthy Berkeley for funding our activities and for making this available even in this amazing time that we're living in.
Yes, yes. So anyway, I love you all so much. This is Chef Huni. I got to sign out. And y'all stay healthy, stay strong, drink your water. On all your plates, make sure you have at least half fruit, raw fruit and vegetables, you know, and drink your water, love on yourself, treat each other well. All right. Peace.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Everyone have a great day. Thank you for coming.
Mama Yana.
Let me stop this